What's going on, you guys? How you guys doing today? Before we start, we want to give a big shout out to our sponsor for this week's episode, Chingona Tacos.
Absolutely right. Home of the pink tortillas for the girlies out there. Okay,
This one's for the girlies. Not only do they have pink tortillas, but they also have pink horchata and pink lemonade. I get you kind of see the vibe.
I wonder what else is pink.
I know, right? They have these little heart-shaped molitas. They also do gender reveal parties. And I want to say they're big supporters in breast cancer awareness. Please go check them out. We'll put their right here. And they sponsored this episode. So we love them. We've tried them before. They have a range of good meats. Great tacos. Honestly, some of the best tacos out here in the high desert. Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Davey the Don.
Mr. Lear Krill or Victorville Spider-Man.
And we are
Habibi.
This is the Thanksgiving episode.
What it do? Thanksgiving special.
Gobble, gobble, gobble. I don't know. I need to work on this soundboard a little more.
That's pretty good. That's not a bad
Yeah.
sound effect to have.
So it is Thanksgiving today.
Yep.
So
Happy Thanksgiving.
yeah, if you guys are watching this, go on a walk with your cousin, your mother, your brother, whoever. And if you guys enjoy the Herbalife tea, you know what I mean? Go ahead and smoke one up for us. I don't smoke.
Neither do I.
Yeah, because we're fucking children of God, and you guys are you guys are sinners. No, I'm just kidding. But go ahead, smoke up, have a good drink and eat for us. Yeah, man, fucking enjoy your Thanksgiving. Do you have any?
Be thankful. What were you gonna say?
What are your Do you have any crazy Thanksgiving experiences?
Crazy Thanksgiving experiences. I think I forgot which sibling I have. I have so many, but one of my brothers were eating like so much. And it was just casual, but like he kept eating a lot, and he was like little. My mom was like, "All right, slow down. Like you're gonna get sick. You're gonna make yourself throw up." Like, oh, he's stuffing his face, stuffing his face, stuffing his face. Literally, just starts puking all over his plate. And then my mom was like, "I told you." And he takes away the plate. She takes away the plate, and he just gets another plate. Eats it after that. But it was pretty good. Thanksgiving was pretty good. That was a long time ago, but yeah.
That's crazy. I think the craziest thing for me probably, it wasn't like crazy, but it was like probably peak of like family experiences where I had my tias were sitting on this like little bench and they were laughing and talking whatever, and the bench fucking broke and it like fell. And like my tia's beautiful woman, she was a little bit on the heavier side. And so she just thought it was fucking hilarious, I think that was the craziest thing. I think she went to the doctors right after that. Yeah, rest in peace. I love you, tia. But do you have any Thanksgiving foods that you're like, what is your tier list, bro? At least like, what do you think are your main Thanksgiving foods? What are your best and what are your least favorite?
I feel like you can never go wrong with mac and cheese. Mac and cheese, like that's got to be homemade though.
Yeah, some people say mac and cheese isn't a Thanksgiving dish though.
I can see that, but I feel like if you have that one relative that can really throw down some mac and cheese,
Yeah.
Like a baked mac and cheese too.
Yeah, that's me, bro.
That's
Lucky.
good. Baked mac and cheese. I have my grandma. Sometimes she'll throw some bacon bits in there too and bake it. Oh my gosh! But I think I would honestly say ham. Ham. Yeah. I think I prefer. The thing with ham though is that you can't have so much ham at once because then it's too much. You can always have a lot of turkey. Well, debatably, but I would. If there was like a pound of turkey or a pound of ham, I would have a better time eating that pound of turkey than pound of ham. Just because ham's good, but it gets too much.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably why I love ham the most.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm like whatever about turkey. I'm a dark meat turkey kind of guy. But like on the high end for me, bro, 100% the ham. I would have to say aside, bro, because I think, bro, like as much as I like it, I think mashed potatoes are so mid. I
feel like you can have good mashed potatoes, but you're never gonna be like, God, oh my damn, God, this is some good mashed potatoes.
Are you making your famous mashed potatoes this year? Like it's not like it's very mid.
I mean, you can get creative with it. Like I've seen people like throw cheese in there and stuff like that, but like I feel like that's. I mean, I don't know. Let's if anybody wants to prove us wrong, bring us some mashed potatoes that'll blow our mind. But yeah, I agree. To your point, it's like, mashed potatoes is kind of. I mean, I'll always take mashed potatoes. I think they're good, but I don't think I'll ever have some mashed potatoes and be like, damn, this is good.
Yeah, dude. And it's carried by gravy, bro. And like gravy's, I mean, good. But Next is like that's really good for me, bro. And I'm gonna go like I'm gonna say obviously mac and cheese too, but that's because I'm the one that like cooks the mac and cheese for my family.
Oh,
And I
okay.
make two types. So I always make like a regular baked, crispy like mac and cheese,
Uh-huh.
and then a chorizo mac and cheese
Ooh,
for like people that like
chorizo mac
little
and cheese.
little spice and stuff like that. So and then
Never had that. I'll have to try it.
yeah, and for dessert, bro, instead of having pumpkin pie, I like pecan pie, bro.
Pecan pie.
Yeah, that shit's like next level. I love pumpkin pie, but pecan pie is just like that next level for me.
I don't know. I'm so picky with pie. The only
Really?
pie I'll ever have is pumpkin pie.
No way.
I actually don't really care for apple pie.
Oh yeah, apple pie's okay. It's like whatever.
I don't really care for it.
It's not like the best, but I don't know, bro. Like when it comes to turkey, I'm not the biggest fan of. Usually because like even if you cook it like perfect, it's not the best.
It's always kind of dry.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
even,
always dry.
even the moist turkey is still pretty dry.
Yeah,
You
it
know?
always is. But you like dark meat the most, right? So do you
Yeah.
like the turkey leg at least?
Yeah, fuck yeah. I love turkey legs and dark meat, and I think
That's
it's
good. Dark
good.
meat. Shout out to his girlfriend.
Shout out dark meat. My girl's not black though, you know, but she's not of the dark coloration.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but what's it called? Yeah, neither is your girlfriend. Your girlfriend's whiter than day.
I
you
never
know?
said I like dark meat. That's probably why I prefer white meat
Yeah,
over
you're like I
dark.
prefer it. It's like your top tier. No, but maybe it's yeah. I don't know, but I don't know. Like dark meat, like you can only eat. There's only so much of it in each turkey. So you got your legs and your thigh. That's it. Everything else is like, it's like 90% fucking white meat, and it's like, yeah, dude. Like, then it becomes like, all right, you have to eat it with something for it to be good. You know?
Yeah.
I honestly, dude, I like the leftover like Thanksgiving foods better than actual like Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I feel like you appreciate it a lot more afterwards.
Yeah, bro, the little sandwiches and whatever the fuck you make.
Yeah, you make sandwiches with it. Get those Hawaiian rolls, put some turkey, a little slab of ham in there.
Crazy, bro.
If you get really crazy, throw a little bit of mashed potatoes in there too.
Little crazy. Fuck, a little bit of gravy.
Maybe splash with a little bit of corn in there too.
Yo, cornbread is up there for me too.
Ooh,
I like
cornbread.
I like cornbread more than the rolls, dude.
I'd probably agree with you on that. I
Yeah.
think cornbread's real. I think I've had it for Thanksgiving. No, you know what's good? I am a sucker for pumpkin bread.
Oh, pumpkin bread is so good,
is
dude.
top tier.
Yeah.
So good.
Dude, I wish you were here for afterwards for Hassan's little like. I made him a cake. I made two cakes. I made one for him, and one for his sister.
Ooh, what kind?
They were both tres leches, but they're different flavors. One of them was
Ooh.
pumpkin spice, and then the other one was strawberry.
You made them both?
Yeah, from scratch.
You can make tres leches?
Yeah, from scratch.
Ooh, nice.
I milked the fucking udders, and there's a secret. Nah, it was fucked up because everyone was kind of like already on the down end of like the partying, you know?
Oh, like it was already dying down.
Yeah, and everyone was like, eating like, oh, this shit's so good. I was like, yeah, the secret ingredient is my piss. Just fucking, and then people were just like, whatever, bro, like shut the fuck up, and they kept eating it. But yeah, dude, I'm excited for Thanksgiving because the couple days after Thanksgiving, we're actually gonna be giving out food to the less fortunate, not just the homeless, the less fortunate. So we're gonna have like those Thanksgiving leftovers. I'm thinking about making some sandwiches. We do have
That'd
a
be
couple sponsors, which is Chingona Tacos.
Shout out to him.
And then another torta place from up here. I'll make sure I'll get the information so we can shout him out. He's gonna be giving out burritos and stuff like that. So there's people giving out food.
Nice.
You know. So I think the day before I'm gonna like try to find just like homeless groups of people and let them know like this is where.
Start spreading the word. Maybe we could pass out some flyers and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. Because
Yeah.
like sometimes when it comes out here in the high desert, sometimes there's more supporters than there is people to feed. You know. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
that's true. I can see that. I
Yeah.
can see that.
So if it does come like that, I'm gonna just give out the food. I'm gonna just be like, here, like you know.
Yeah, we'll go around
enjoy it.
handing it. Yeah,
Yeah, for
stuff
sure.
like that. Hell yeah.
Yeah, bro. But it is like the relationship year, like time of the year where everyone's cuffing. It's cuffing season, bro. You know.
It's
and-
cuffing season, or it's like, damn, I wish I was cuffing season.
yeah, 100%. But me and my boy Spidey, we've both been in like a fairly long relationship. We're both at 2 years, right?
I'm like about almost there at 2 years. A couple months away from 2 years.
Yeah, I'm a couple months into 2 years.
Oh, nice.
So honestly, bro, like one thing I never expected, because when I got with my girl, I was in music, but I wasn't online as much. I didn't have as much of an online presence. And I feel like there's been like a difference and a change in like being more present online. Basically kind of being like a content creator and having a girlfriend is kind of weird, you know?
It could be. I mean, I think it's more weird from your partner's perspective when they're not in the content creating world.
Yeah.
Because it's something like for example, like we kind of like told ourselves,
Yeah.
like we got into it, but we're like, okay, like we had goals and ambitions into it, when they're just kind of not just spectating, obviously they're supporting us, but just kind of being on the sidelines watching all of it happen.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we both have like a very similar situation where like neither of our, I mean, your girl actually does get into like your content sometimes, or like even cameraman's yours. My girl's not really, she's like, doesn't like to be in front of a camera, So like, it's funny, bro. It's like a on running joke where like, not just like you, but like other people be like, oh, like you always talk about your girlfriend, but I've never seen her. You know what I mean? Like, it's true, but it's like, I don't know. For me, I think at an early stage when I knew I was going to be doing this stuff, I had to separate my personal and love life from like the content creation life.
Yeah. A lot of like, even like, not to compare yourself to celebrities, but celebrities even do that too.
Yeah,
a lot of content creators are very secret about their own life. Like, it doesn't really matter if your significant other is with you, like by your side 24/7, like my girl is. As long as they're supportive about it, then that's really all that matters, or at least understanding about it.
Yeah, my girl's understanding, supportive. She's supportive of the comedy stuff. I think the online stuff, she's like whatever about. She doesn't really care. Yeah, because she's not really online like that, which I get it. You know what I mean? I don't.
Makes sense.
Yeah, as like in person, we have a great relationship. Online, I know sometimes people are like, oh, like where is she, whatever. And even when it comes to like, honestly, like I get a lot of shit for this, but like I'm not like the best looking guy, but like in person, I think I'm fairly good looking. And
I'd agree.
Thank you. And I do get like a good, like I do get a somewhat like girls do sometimes make passes at me, even knowing that I have like a woman, and I had to be like,
people are dogs out there, boys and girls. I've seen it from both ends.
And then even if I told them like, oh, I have a girl, they're like, oh, it's okay, like I'm not gonna say anything.
I won't tell.
And I'm like, nah, like I can't, like I've never cheated in my life. That's like 100% never ever cheated in my life.
Me too, amen. Power, respect.
Fuck yeah. Also,
ladies, watching this, you better watch this, and if you appreciate us.
And if our girls aren't watching it, me and him are 6'1" for real.
Right?
No, I was kidding. But like, it's like I've never like entertained it. You know what I mean? I've always been like, oh, I appreciate it, thank you very much, but like, I'm a faithful person, And to a certain extent, that kind of like turns it up for them a little bit more. Then it's like, oh, like I can't have them. Then like,
I've actually never encountered anything like ever since like I've started like pursuing social media stuff and started gaining in it. I never have, but I can relate to a story kind of like what you just said, like where people like I think I've just like had people way before my girlfriend was like they kind of come at me. And then I just never really entertained it. Like I was just kind of friendly about it. And I was like, oh, like I'm not really interested. But like they would be like, oh, he's not into me. So they would like, that would attract them more and stuff like that. It's just, people's minds are weird. But no, I've never been came on or anything like that. Except for dudes. Shout out to Davey and Hassan.
Thank you. No, I've had like a couple dudes like hit me up. I've had two specifically, not like a bunch, but I had one guy that
really?
I swear, bro. One guy that I went to like elementary and middle school with. And I kind of feel bad because he was like, he messaged me. It was on Facebook, bro, which is weird.
What the hell?
On Messenger. And he was like, basically like, this was his proclamation, like this is what he was saying. Like, hey, look, like, I know you, like, we don't talk, but I've had a crush on you since like this and that. Whatever. She wrote a long thing and I opened it and I was just like, like I didn't say anything, but like also like respectfully, I just kind of just left it at that. It wasn't like, oh no, I was just like, I like, just, I mean, it's flattering, you know. And then there's another guy that he's actually kind of fucking famous, which is weird, dude, because he's like,
what?
Yeah, and he likes most of all of our stuff, if not just like my stuff. And like he's like he's a little more subtle about it,
I think I say sus. I was like, well,
he's sus as fuck.
Let's say if he's in on you, he's sus.
He's definitely gay, but he has made like a slight like passes where it's more of like I would post stuff with my girl and he'll swipe up and he'll be like, oh, you look better on the other side, like with men.
What?
And I'm just like, I was like, yeah, but I don't even know the type of guy I would date if I was gay, just like being like, because with the guys, it's like, I know for sure, like, I'm not like, I would never roll that way. So it's like,
yeah,
keep them a little hooked and lined. When it comes to girls, I'm like, I don't really like entertain it. at all, you know?
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
If they're like, I don't know, if they're supporters of what I do, I'll definitely be like, oh, I appreciate it, you know, whatever. And that's kind of about it, you
respectful
know?
about
Yeah,
it.
because I want people to still watch the few people, you know. So if I have one or two, you know, women that find me somewhat attractive, I want them to keep watching.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I get you. Does your girl ever get mad? Like when girls would ever come at you?
yeah, I don't tell her though. It's me and my girl are like the fucking stereotypical relationship where like she'll be like, oh my god, you're not gonna believe this guy was hitting on me, this and that. And I'm like, oh yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you're
But
like,
like,
whatever.
I remember when I would tell, I was like, oh look at this girl, because I had one time where I was like, I posted up a picture of myself where I like had just got a haircut and I tagged my barber. I was like, my barber Adam turning fucking sixes to tens, you know. And a girl swept up. She was like, you're tripping if you think you're a 6, you're a 9 at least. And I was just like, yeah, just straight up, just kind of like that. And I was just like, oh, I appreciate it, but like, I was like, maybe, you know, like, you know. And I told my girl about it, and she's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I was like,
they go all crazy about it. Yeah,
like,
exactly.
what the fuck? You messaged back? Let me see. And I showed her, I was like, oh, I'm just being nice. It's not like, it's not deep, you know?
There's nothing you can do. Like,
Yeah,
there's
for
really
sure.
nothing. It's so funny. Because it's, like I said, I never had girls, like, hit on me. But it's like when even like I'm around a girl, mind you, I don't check out girls, so I don't like think of a girl and go, oh, she's pretty. She's not pretty.
Yeah.
But in my girl's eyes, if she sees a girl who she thinks she's pretty and that's within the same area code as me, and it's like she's like, ah, bah, 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 and it's like, yeah. So yeah, girls are definitely crazy in their own way. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I don't check out women either, but there's sometimes where I don't check out bodily figures, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't
we
ever
don't
like
at all.
You know, but like there's times where like I mean we're human, you know what I mean? Sometimes I'm like, oh, this girl is definitely attractive, you know, but I never like, it's like I'm good about like being like, oh, this is like a friend thing. There's sometimes where guys are like, those girls are attractive, and they'll subconsciously flirt with them, you know, even if they like don't want to or whatever. Or like, let's say it's like one of their friends' girls, you know, they still somewhat like, you know. But me, I'm good at like, all right, it's just a friend thing, you know what I mean? And then like after a day or two, it'll kind of like wear off, and like, you know, you start looking at them like homies, you know. At least that's like my experience.
Yeah. Well, luckily for me though, it was like I mean, I've had friends that were girls, but like I've actually like we just kind of grew apart like at a good time, right where my girlfriend can come in.
Yeah.
Because like, yeah, if you're a dude who has girls that are friends and then you have a girlfriend, it might create an issue.
Yeah.
So I mean, at the end of the day, they were all like the friends that I had that were girls. They were all toxic anyway. Like, they were just like, it just added more drama in my life.
It was more fun. Yeah, dude. Honestly,
no, for me, it was drama. I was like, all right, they're gone, and I got an actual girl in my life. I'm happy.
yeah, bro. I before I got with my girl, some of my 3 best friends at the time, or like I would say my closest friend, because I have 2 that are like for sure my best friend, but like my 3 closest friends at the time were 2 girls and one of my homies, but the 2 girls were a lesbian couple. And yeah,
okay.
but they're both very like beautiful. They're very like attractive people.
Okay.
But if I've never like seen them in that light,
Yeah,
but I
in that
definitely
way.
like acknowledged. I was like, oh, these are attractive people. You know, I definitely knew that. They're the types that when they go to like clubs or bars, you know what I mean, they get like the attention, free drinks, you know.
Oh yeah.
And so when I got with my girl, that kind of like, I knew that I was like, all right, I'm cool with hanging out with them. If I hang out with them as much as I did now, I know my girl would have a problem with it, you know? So it's more of
that
like a
makes sense.
respect thing, kind of.
Yeah, as long as there's respect between you and your other, then yeah, there's nothing wrong with
We
it.
can't really say that about other content creators out here, right? I feel like.
No, we definitely cannot. Respect is it's very subjective.
Yeah,
Or
which-
actually, it's not even interpreted at all.
Yeah, which is like funny, you know what I mean? You have more experience than I do out here, because I've only been doing content out here for noticeably about 2 months, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're like,
I'm about like a year, maybe a year, maybe a little less than a year actually, because a year is when I started the Spider-Man stuff. I think it was like actually like almost about a year. I think probably about October was like about a year since like I've uploaded the first Spider-Man video, but then I pushed more like clips of it and stuff like that afterwards. But then so about a year for me. But yeah, I've had my experience with, you know, collabing or at least connecting with the I've pretty much connected with like almost, well, not almost now, because there's a lot more growing, a lot more that are like coming up and stuff like that in their own different ways. But I've pretty much like connected, or I've at least met with every content creator in the high desert.
Yeah, and so far I've only connected with you and Cozy. You know? But I've heard stories about like other people. We won't name drop.
I think I'm not even gonna get into my whole story, but I think you've definitely seen like some stuff even from my end in the background. But
well, you could just see how things worked out between us and you. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I think I made it clear because obviously I don't know if you guys know or you guys are just tuning in, but the way me and him met, we were talking. He was gonna do a talent show. He's been thinking about doing a talent show.
Oh yeah, for the longest time.
And so our page, the Habibi page, had commented that we'll be there, or whatever. And so he reached out to us to basically co-host and judge with him.
Be a judge with me, yeah.
And then that's when like we met. And during that whole like promotion, it was only like 2 weeks of promotion.
Yeah.
There was a certain content creator that was just talking shit in the comments, and then went into our comments, was trying to like
not your comments, your DMs too, right?
Yeah, our comments and our DMs, because they went into one of our videos like, oh, like, and the thing is like, do your homework more before you say some stupid shit, because I'm like, I get it, bro, like you're trying to get a point across, but he basically was saying that like, oh, your guys' content has potential. You know, if you looked at either of our individual pages of IE Habibi, you would see that I've been like in some kind of like game for like, at this point it was like 3 years now. So you would know like, all right, I'm more about just being like, I just started doing the high desert stuff and he wanted to come.
Yeah, me too.
You know? And so I was just like, it was weird that like, also too, like you say you fuck with us, but you don't interact. You've never done shit with us. You've never reached out to us. So it's like,
my theory though, on that person that we won't name, that DM'd you and try to like sabotage in the comments and all that, had the idea of doing a talent show too. Because let's face it, a talent show isn't an original idea.
No.
As a matter of fact, I think there's probably a talent show that probably just passed, that was actually at VVC.
Oh, really?
And I was actually kind of like shitting bricks because VVC was having like a talent show like in November. And I was like, oh crap, hopefully they don't try to like shut us down or something for our victim bills.
No way.
Not that I'm not gonna get into this, is another conversation another time, but the city does like try to shut shit down if it's an event or whatever. But at the end of the day, what I'm getting at is a talent show isn't an original idea, but I was talking about doing a talent show, especially Victimville's Got Talent, and I addressed this idea to other like content creators locally, and they all just kind of like brushed it off like whatever. And then once I finally got the ball rolling, because one of the main reasons why it took me so long, because I had a fight. I was in an MMA fight, so I had to train. I had pretty much no time to prep for all that. Yeah. But once that fight was done, I met up with Red Eye Studio, shout out to them, and we started talking and this and that, and they were completely down. And then I ended up getting a camera guy. God, excuse me. And then, no, not again. But yeah, so I got the ball rolling and I ended up talking to the content creators and they just kind of brushed me off, and then I went for it. So I think the reason why that person tried to sabotage was because they had that idea too, to do it with other content creators, but they just try to make you second guess so that way they can go do it. So it's a little bit of a toxic environment. But I mean, I feel like it's everywhere though. Like the social media world, I mean, there's so much drama with all these YouTubers. So like look at the freaking YouTuber boxing. There's beef, there's drama everywhere, but I feel like here it's so competitive for like kind of no reason, because I could have been competitive with you, like, oh, these guys are doing their own thing, but no, I want to be above them. It's like, no, who cares who's on top? Like, at the end of the day, we're doing this just for fun. Yeah, the end game is to, like, make a profit, make a business out of all this, so that way, we don't, we can get the life that we want, but we're doing this because it's fun. So, yeah, it's definitely interesting in the high desert because it's so competitive for no reason.
Yeah, and I will say that there was another bigger content creator that I've talked to, and they mentioned that person that we're kind of talking about.
Okay.
And he kind of agrees in the sense that like that person does have an ego, and
100%.
Yeah, and that like opportunities and his growth is halted because of it. You
I
know,
agree.
and you know what, like that's just kind of like a blanket statement for everything. You know what I mean? If you're too, if you're, it's nothing wrong with about betting on yourself and pushing through.
Yeah.
But when you're a dick and like trying to kick other people, people don't like it. You know?
Yeah, people are gonna see that eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Like people are gonna see that, they're gonna see your true colors, and they're not gonna want to associate themselves with you and all that. Because you gotta realize, people in the high desert, they're not Jake Paul, they're not Logan Paul, they're not all these other people to where if they were to run into a shitty situation that they can just bounce back, or they have millions of dollars so they can sit on until it goes by. No, I feel like once something were to happen here, you could potentially fall off and be done. But I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. Speaking of showing true colors, you might notice that there's someone not here right now. You know,
I'm sitting in their seat, kind of.
Yeah. So I'm gonna address the little elephant in the room. Like, people are asking questions like, did Hassan leave Habibi?
Yeah.
And I don't think there's a real answer for that question yet. You know, I
don't think there is either.
You know what I mean? Who knows, man? There's been rumors that he got arrested at TSA.
Or he went on a plane and we just never heard from that plane again.
Yeah, I mean, I will say this, before this episode, a couple days ago, he was texting me, just telling me to praise Allah and that to like think back about like my life, and he was talking about some weird stuff.
Talking about like 30 virgins that he's gonna get or something.
It's 72, I think.
72,
72.
Yeah, that's the correct number.
Yeah, so listen, I know you guys are thinking like, where's Hassan? And this show isn't the same without Hassan. And believe me, I understand what you're saying, and but I like I said, I have no answer to the question of, has Hassan left?
Yeah, it's quite
Habibi.
It's just an exploding topic. I don't know what to say. It's not a simple way to answer.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, if you guys want to reach out to him, you know what I mean. He'll like, I haven't gotten a text back from him. None of us, you know.
There's a group chat of us, and he's just been
not even reading the message. Yeah. So I mean,
MIA.
Yeah, literally missing in action, prisoner of war of something, you know.
Yeah, you know.
But I really couldn't tell you guys the truth. You know what I mean? I feel like sometimes the truth gets hidden by, you know, underlying thing. And the main thing I want to talk about is men's mental health, you know. And sometimes you just have to have a mental health, like, you have to be in a better, you know.
Very true. Men's mental health is very significant, and that is not something that the average man talks about. So that's a very good topic to bring up, Davey.
Yeah, people keep talking about the natives and the pilgrims, you know, of today. You know what I mean? And
who's the minority? Who's the lowest?
Yeah, and I mean, we are still in the studio here at Hassan's place, and maybe he is like the native of this place, and me and Spider-Man pilgrimed our way into this place, and I mean, we're here now.
We colonized.
Yeah, we colonized.
We colonized this couch.
I will say that, like, you know, no matter where Hassan is and what he's doing, I'll always miss him. You know.
I miss him too.
You know, it was just his birthday. He just turned 20. If you guys have seen him at all, please, like, reach out to us. Reach out to him. Tell him to message us back. We really, I mean, we're a little worried about him. You know,
we are very, very worried.
Yeah. So
he might put his face in the back of a milk carton.
Yeah, dude. I just not even Spider-Man can find him. You know,
it's not. If only I can cross another multiverse where I can hit up the world's greatest detective, Batman, to find him. But
some other rumors are that, like, he finally got a job, you know, and that he's finally, you know, and he's just at work. But I did check with the places that he applied with, you know, all the 7-Elevens, all the iPhone fixing places, the call centers, and I haven't been able to find him. So that just leaves a void and a question of, where is Hassan? And
where is Hassan?
And has Hassan left, i.e. Habibi? I know you guys keep asking me that question, and you know, like I said, the real answer to that question is, I don't know. I really don't know, and I wish I did have more answers for you guys, especially
Mhm.
those that are like big Hassan fans.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just drop some prayer hands in the comments if you're here right now.
Hashtag save Hassan.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Let's take like just a moment of silence for Hassan, just in case.
Okay.
That one's for you, Hassan. Duh, fucking, oh, bro. If you guys made it this far, Hassan just went out to Santa Cruz.
I just spilled the beans. Yeah, he's in Santa Cruz.
He's at UC Irvine, I think. Yeah, UC Irvine? UC Santa Cruz? I don't remember. It's the Banana Slugs.
Somewhere
Whatever.
out there. He took a plane somewhere.
Yeah,
But we don't know if that plane landed yet. It might have blown up, to be honest.
Yeah, dude. We did come in with a note that said Hamdulillah and Allah Akbar, and I was just like, dude, like this is.
He did leave with a pretty big bag for no reason.
Yeah.
It's just him.
And when he was walking out, I heard just like a ticking time. I was like, what the heck's going on?
Yeah.
He said he was in a rush, but who knows? You know what I
Boom,
mean?
you know?
Yeah, but we just wanted to bait clip you guys real quick.
Yeah, we did. Gotcha.
That's gonna be the name of the title. Did Hassan leave Habibi? Where's Hassan? One or the other.
I thought it was gonna be us just like this in our thoughts and
Just-
feelings.
Yeah, let's do our thumbnail.
Okay, let's do a thumbnail. Let me get away from the mic. Here, let me. I'm just gonna
All right, that seems
I
pretty
hope
good.
that mic wasn't in the way.
We'll see. Well, I'll just edit it out. Yeah, man. Fuck. Yeah, if you guys made it this far, I love you guys. Thank you guys. We're another crazy topic that
Okay.
fucking just happened this week, dude. You told me you didn't know that it happened, bro.
I had no idea. I told them, hey, don't tell me the full details. Wait. So, yeah.
All right, and it's weird, bro. It's really fucking weird because I've been having, like, I've thought about this a year ago, and have you ever like been thinking of something and it pops up on your phone? Or I know when you talk about something, it'll pop up.
Yeah.
But have you ever thought about something and it pops up later, or if you're thinking of a word and it comes out in a show or something?
Yeah, I think I have.
I was thinking about a year ago for about like aliens and stuff like that. And I would always think about like, dude, it's crazy how we've explored our ocean less than we've explored this like space. We know more
At least
planets,
space, yeah.
And I was like, my real thing is like, I think aliens are in the ocean. And then this fucking week that we're recording, sorry to give away the illusion, but this is the week of November 15th. And what happened was the government came out and said that they've known for years that aliens exist, which is something that's, not new, but aliens have been living in our ocean.
In the ocean?
In the ocean, and that every other major country knows. And since then has had some type of technology wash up or found technology, and they changed the thing from UFOs to UA something. Like unidentified anomaly something. So it's instead of unidentified flying objects, it's an unidentified anomaly something. So like I can't remember, it's UA something.
So aliens have been living in the ocean?
Yeah, 100%. Which in my eyes, I think it makes a lot of sense because we've talked about like people talk about aliens being from a faraway galaxy because obviously they can't live in our solar system. We've explored our solar systems and know that we don't have any life on any of those planets. Yeah. And my thing is like, all right, if we didn't have life on any of these planets, what if there were aliens that could live without sunlight? Aliens that could live through something other than carbon-based life.
Well, I mean, if you look at the bottom of our ocean, all of those fish have no sunlight. Exactly.
And they feed off of like the smallest things. And then the thing is, they talk about we've only explored about 25% of our ocean. That's 75 that's left to be explored, and our planet is mostly ocean. Yeah. So I've thought about this from a long time. So when it came out, I was like, not really surprised, but I was shocked. I was like, "Fuck, dude! Like that is crazy."
That's pretty trippy. So wait, does that even make them aliens if they are from the ocean? Wouldn't that make them like fucking mermaids, some little mermaids about to come kill us all?
I think that would make them natives basically to this planet.
Yeah, so would that make them aliens though? Like, or does that mean like
they're alien to us? You know what I mean? They're of foreign for us.
Well, then that wouldn't make them aliens though. Like,
that'd make us aliens.
Yeah, but I mean, because the way I think of aliens is like from another planet, out of our planet. So, But if they're living in the ocean, then that wouldn't make them like, aliens. You know what I've also seen though?
Yeah.
I seen this documentary one time, or at least clips of it. It was a long time ago, where a lot of these like fishermen, right, the people that go freaking deep sea fishing and all, they get the crabs and all that, whatever. They would basically find, like, they would pick up like some fish, or like I think one time they even found a fucking dead orca, and there was like these little, well, not little, but like these like white, almost like spear looking things.
Damn.
And they were like in the fish, like stabbed, like they try to hunt them and shit. Like something was basically using those tools to hunt them. But then this is a long time ago, so maybe it's not aliens. Maybe it's like kind of like mermaid type shit. There's Atlantis.
Yeah, that would now make more sense.
Atlantis, so maybe it's not like they're aliens, but there's another form of intelligent life that is living like deep in the ocean.
Honestly, I would probably think it's almost more intelligent than us, because to a certain extent, like, dude, like, to live in such crazy pressurized water is one pretty crazy. Maybe they don't survive in a less pressurized environment.
Well, there is, because think about it. How deep the ocean is the amount of pressure. Take the submarine that tried to go see the Titanic.
Yeah.
How they just fucking
Imploded.
implode. Exactly. The amount of pressure that's underwater. Like, no one can just go and just, like, let's say you can hold your breath for an hour. You can't just go swim at the bottom of the ocean and come back. You would literally implode.
Dude, that's some Superman shit, though, because imagine if they came up and they're like, bodies adjusted and they had fucking titanium bodies, bro.
That would be trippy, because if they were able to, withstand that pressure and they could come up and breathe air, dude, we would need like fucking RPGs just to pierce their skin because they'd be so tough.
Some crazy shit.
That's crazy. But I think they wouldn't be, unless if they would slowly adapt to going to the deepest of the ocean, to the top. Because I don't know if you've ever seen that movie Godzilla -1. You ever seen it? It's the newest Godzilla film.
No, I have not seen that.
Well, second newest. Newest or second newest? I don't know.
I think the newest was Godzilla vs. Kong.
Or no, it was Godzilla X Kong when they team up. But I know they're basically around the exact same time. Maybe what I'm getting at. Spoiler alert. Okay, if you haven't, wait. Do you actually care if I spoil the movie?
No, I don't care.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't really care.
All right. So basically, I won't even spoil it. The tactic that they try to use to kill Godzilla is to basically sink him to the bottom of the ocean, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Godzilla's got some thick ass skin, because he's fucking Godzilla.
Godzilla.
So they sink him back. They're like, okay, that won't kill him. They obviously can't drown him because he swims. But if they basically sink him back and bring him up immediately, his body won't be able to comprehend the amount of the pressure and the temperature and everything, which will cause him to die. So maybe them motherfucking mermaids are gonna stay down there until they slowly start to adapt to get out. Or what if they invent technology? They fucking put themselves in like scuba tank gear, and they walk out and they're like, "Oh, what's up? Like, we're more advanced than you. We've been around longer, and now we got suits that can protect us to go out." Dude, I think we're fucked.
No, I think we're fucked for sure. They did mention in this like statement, these release documents, is that they do have way more advanced technology than us.
Technology?
Yeah, way more advanced technology.
Oh, then we're screwed.
Because there was like, all right, so there's been fishermen and other people that have basically reported that they've seen like bright glowing orbs that would come out from the ocean to like observe, and then they would go back down.
Oh,
like deep, in the middle, like
we're not dealing with some little mermaid shit. Then.
Nah,
we're
dude,
dealing
we're fucking
with
Tony Stark of the fucking ocean, bro.
Whole ass Aquaman, but it's actually a good series.
Oh fuck, dude! No way, Aquaman's catching strays right now. That's crazy.
Shout out to Aquaman. Sorry that Jason Momoa's career had to end after his second movie. But anyway, haven't seen that movie. Nobody has.
Nah, never. Ever since Amber Heard, bro, I haven't watched that movie.
Yeah,
but nah, dude. So they said that they all of these like countries are trying to. They have some type of technology that they found from them. And it's been a race to try to reverse engineer and create and duplicate that technology, because it's like so advanced. Because if you think about it, bro, like we live on a very we live in a perfect conditioned planet for all living life. It's not special.
Basically,
it's not special for just us living. There's millions of species that live with us.
There's so much life on this planet.
Yeah. So like to live without sun, without true oxygen, without like any type of their own energy, like that's crazy, because they would have to because I think I've seen like documentaries about deep ocean and stuff like that, and most of their energy comes from like the Earth's core, where they have like smaller, like basically
Okay.
little volcanoes that burst out hot.
Probably the
things-
radiation and
Yeah,
stuff like
and so
that.
the radiation that's coming from them is basically what they.
Charged up.
Yeah, it basically gives them life. They eat the bacteria that grows. Even bacteria living down there is like, it's
Or
crazy.
even a lot of like animals that live so deep in the ocean, they don't even eat that often.
no, they don't.
They
They filter feed. That's what
yeah,
like SpongeBob.
but that's crazy. So, okay, the question is, if they are so advanced,
Mhm.
right, and if the ocean is 80% of the, what is it, like 80% of the planet? Not 80.
I think it's 70% of the
It's like
planet.
it's at least a huge, wide variety.
It's more than half.
More than half of the planet, and let's say they've colonized almost the entire ocean, at least probably some of the deepest parts of the ocean, right, which is huge.
This is more their world than ours.
Why are they not invading us then,
I
or
think
colonizing?
I want to say at a certain degree of things. I think if they do know about our existence, they know that we have flaws and
Oh,
that
easily.
they don't need help. We don't need help destroying ourselves. So if you think about this, like
That is
just
true.
about 50 years ago, they talk about the polar ice caps and everything, and there was less ocean water than there was like 50 to 30 years ago, and then the ice from like Antarctica and the poles,
Yeah.
they're melting, which is now giving them more, I wouldn't say land, but like more
More room, I guess, to grow.
yeah, more rain, to grow their
Okay.
whatever empire that they have. Because even if like what we do know, the 25% of the ocean, that still leaves them like, so I think I want to say it's up to 20, because it was first 13%.
Let's round up and assume it's 30.
Let's assume it's 30.
That's still 70% that they could possibly claim.
Yeah, and that's like maybe that's the reason why we don't explore our ocean, because it's like it is a new world, bro. I think anybody who's been
Yeah.
in water can tell, like, there is just like
It's not even that, but you have to have like so much money to be able to look at the bottom of the ocean. Like no one can just drop a freaking GoPro at the bottom of the ocean or whatever.
yeah, that shit would destroy.
Yeah, it would combust. So that would make sense because it would be so difficult because no one can just look at the bottom of the ocean.
Mhm.
You're going to need a company to back you up. Or if some rich billionaires and be like, oh, I want to look at the bottom of the ocean, they're going to be like, hey, you kind of fucking can't because we're hiding shit. Or hear me
Tupac.
out.
Tupac
Hear
lives in the
me
ocean.
out, Tupac. What if, hopefully this isn't too soon to make a conspiracy theory about, what if that submarine didn't implode?
I was just
It was an
thinking
inside job.
that. I wouldn't say inside. What if like they came across something they weren't supposed to come across, and that thing attacked? Because it's fragile. You know what I mean? As soon as
Oh yeah,
You
if
know
you
what I
see
mean?
like the layout of it too, it's like they literally were just like sitting like crisscross applesauce like all across, and they had a controller to like
guide it.
navigate.
Yeah.
So that thing was probably destined, but
What if they came across something they weren't supposed to see?
they weren't supposed to see.
Because like, bro, like if you think about like older fisherman tales, they would talk about hearing like singing and noises coming,
Sirens and
you
stuff.
know, to basically like attract them, and they would pull them down. Like, bro, like I don't know, man. Like, what if at a certain extent during the time where people were always exploring the ocean,
Mhm.
that somebody started to evolve, and then more, and then some.
But that had to exist for a really long time because look how far like it took for humanity to like evolve and how it's still going. So that had to
Yeah.
at least existed like way maybe before the meteor, and they've survived in the meteor. They've been the only species to keep going. I mean, sure, maybe some of them died if they were like, higher up because I know the meteor destroyed a lot of the ocean too, but what if they were like in the trenches and stuff like that and they still survived? Kind of like the megalodon theory.
Yeah, even like the stuff with like you ever look at the hieroglyphs at the pyramids, not just the pyramids of Giza, but like all pyramids around the world.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hieroglyphs of certain beings that were still here, and people always ask like, where did they go? Like, what if like those beings like were, because at the time like Giza and like even out here in like Aztec America during
Yeah.
the time, like it was a rainforest, it was abundance of water, so that's enough time, bro, that like people can adapt, or even the technology can adapt, because they talk about like there's lost technology from building these pyramids, there's lost like knowledge and stuff like that. So maybe it's not lost, maybe it's just kept hush hush.
Hidden. Or I mean, or it could be another theory too. It's that like, oh, like if aliens built these pyramids, then where are they now? What if they already collected their resources and they're like, all right, bye. Like I got what I wanted. Peace out. Now we're gonna go explore some other planets. Because think about it, if they were able to basically go to other planets easily and just collect stuff, then you know how like fast they can go to other planets and stuff like that. And they're probably like, oh, this seems cool, chill, whatever. All right, let's grab this herb, let's go study it, maybe we'll do something with our own stuff and then just leave.
Yeah.
In exchange, build the pyramids, because they're all about like philosophy and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think also too, when we talk about those pyramids, especially the pyramids of Giza, they were all about energy. As much as people talk about their tombs, I definitely believe in the theory that the pyramids of Giza were built to basically be a source of energy for the people. So like I know like even in today's time, there's always going to be an energy crisis. Like people are always going to need more energy.
Yeah,
so
the more we develop the technology, the more we're gonna need more of it. Some sort of energy.
And at least to our eyes, bro, like the energy on the surface level is like it's finite. You know, there's only a certain amount. Like, what if these like aliens, bro, that found like an infinite sort of energy deep within the ocean to the point that they don't need sunlight?
So your theory is that aliens came in contact. Let's say like when the pyramids, like
I wouldn't even say they're aliens. What if they're like what if they're original inhabitants from this planet?
See, I could get behind that more, because it's like I don't see like aliens like for example, when you said that aliens were in the ocean, I was like, okay, well, why are they in the ocean? Like that would mean that they basically came down, hid in the ocean, you know, did their thing, and for some reason they're just there chilling and hiding. Yeah. So that's why I don't think they're aliens.
I don't think so either. I think saying aliens is more of like just the hook. You know what I mean?
Say mermaids. Fuck it.
Nah,
mermaids.
Fuck Ariel
is just gonna come and kill us all. She's like, first I was white, now y'all made me black. I'm gonna just kill you all.
It's like, where did the bra come from? My titties are always out. You know what I mean?
Right?
No, but I think it might be the earliest form of civilization, because if you think back, like they talk about, like, bro, the pyramids of Giza were built closer, or the pyramids of Giza were built further away. Like Cleopatra is closer to us than she was to the pyramids of Giza.
Where are the pyramids of Giza right now?
They're in Egypt, in Africa.
So do you think the people that built those pyramids are the same people that are living at the bottom of the ocean?
I think so. My personal thing is I think that they're all connected to a certain extent, because because of the proof that we have not found something outside of like our world. Yeah. I think the proof is that they stayed here and left untraceable technology that we have. Yeah. At least on a surface level, you know? And they took it all down to where they can have something, because they probably had they were around for millions of years. Yeah. They probably had the same problem that energy resources are finite up here. So what if they were to adapt and go down to where resources are unlimited? Because life without the sun would mean you would have to have a abundance of energy and resources that doesn't exist without the sun. Okay,
so you're saying aliens came down, built the pyramids, and then they went into the ocean and stood there?
I'm saying that aliens never came down. I'm saying the aliens were original inhabitants of this planet.
Okay, so you're saying that there was... Okay, so do you think they're linked to humans like us, or do you think it's its own separate species?
I would say it's its own separate species.
That would make more sense.
I think the human race is a subproduct of what the world had become.
So basically, a super intelligent aquatic species is living in the ocean, has been there for millions of years. Then they came up, built the pyramids, and now they've kind of hidden. Or maybe they were up and they were like, okay, like, yeah, we'll build this, and that, even though I would be confused as of like what they would get out of it. Mm-hmm. But what if they're like, okay, like maybe like as humanity kind of became more wise, they were like, hey, we're gonna keep you guys hidden. So maybe that's why they were more in touch with the government and basically big corporations, people that can keep them hush hush
Maybe.
for their own profit.
I think being hush hush is a byproduct of why they exist.
Yeah.
Because I want to say that I don't think they started as an aquatic species. I would say they would it started as a almost like amphibious, where it's like they can breathe air and go into the water for long periods of time.
You think they started off that way?
Because let's talk about like I'm saying, the pyramids of Giza and like the Aztec pyramids.
Okay.
They were in rainforest kind of environments when they were first built.
Okay.
At least.
Oh, so you're saying that it would be easier for them to like move through?
Yeah.
So like the rivers and stuff like that, like they could like travel to the rivers, like, oh, hey,
Yeah.
I've been sitting on this couch for too long. I gotta go take a dive in the pool and just kind of run the river and go get some air.
Or like, let's say, because let's say, just say like of evolution, like naturally they were. I mean, they had to be intelligent. The technology that they had to build everything, it had to be advanced, more advanced than the technology that we have now.
I mean, they had to exist for a long
That's what I'm saying.
ass time.
Yeah.
If they're more advanced than us.
Yeah, especially because like if they talk about like the blueprints to the pyramids of Giza, they line up true north. They're almost perfectly like assembled. Everything, even like the stones are 2 to 15 tons each. It would have been impossible for people to just push them. You know what I mean?
What do you think about the theory that they had slaves back then and they built them? That they had like thousands. They had like, I don't know if thousands, but I've seen like all the short films or whatever. They had like a lot of slaves back then.
Yeah, just like, I mean, that is a possibility. You know what I mean? But that would have mean it would have taken like I can't remember the exact math, but it would have taken like a couple thousand years to make it then. Each of them, which is a possibility to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But like, you got to also think like when we found them, they automatically marked them as they were tombs for great pharaohs. But if you look at tombs for pharaohs, they have like hieroglyphs of them, gold, everything that's like of their accomplishments. These are the only ones where it's like they're empty. There's nothing in them.
And I'll even support your theory because I think if you look at the hieroglyphics, see what they show the people, don't they show like these weird figurines of people?
Like gods.
Yeah, like gods. Or I think I even seen one, I don't know if it was real or not, but it would look like an actual like alien. Like on like these weird forms, people, like you said, gods. Like there's like, you know, so many types of Egyptian gods that kind of look like animal. Yeah. Like morphed humans. So that
like
was probably
birds, fish, like people that like,
so it could, and in the prophecy it says that they worship them and they built all this for them.
Yeah, and they also believe that the Sphinx was originally had a different face on it, and then the next pharaoh that came, they chiseled the Sphinx to have that pharaoh's face on it. That's why the face is so much smaller than the entire thing. You know, like the paws are fucking huge, the whole body's huge, but the Sphinx face is like tiny, you know?
Interesting.
And then they would talk about like, I don't know if you've gone deep, but like the limestone that was supposed to be like,
well, I'm deep now, but go ahead.
Okay, so like the limestone that's supposed to be like covered on the pyramids that was originally there. Limestone is one of the like best materials when it comes to electricity conductivity. So like if they were, and these stars, they point to a like true north, up to like the 10th of the degree, which is like completely hard, and it's in this dead center of the mass of the entire world. So it's in the dead center of the entire world.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so it's like the math on it and everything is just too much of a coincidence to be like they just built it here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so there's a theory that believes that these pyramids were built for power.
So basically, they're too like well put to be something built so long ago.
Yeah, so it's like if you take like just that idea of the technology that needed to take to build that, and the idea of that there was an energy crisis because that's why they were built. That what if they found a different type of energy? What if that technology led them to go into the ocean? Which to us they are alien because we've never seen them, whatever. But to them we are alien, and this is their original planet. Because like, we've only built up, you know what I mean, and they've learned to go down into like a different source. People that don't even like people now, like I mean, we're still a young species, even though we've been around for a couple thousand years. There's species known to have been around for millions of years.
Oh, I think like crocodiles, like the biggest example, like crocodiles.
Yeah, sharks have been around longer than trees.
Crocodiles, fucking fish. I don't know.
Yeah, did you know that sharks have been around longer than trees?
Really?
Yeah.
I guess I could see that because I mean, if you went from the megalodon and like like it kind of went down a little bit because a lot of the population died, so like the animals had to go down a little bit and shrink, consume less calories. So I guess that would make sense, like for it to go down. And same with the crocodiles. There was some big ass motherfucking crocodiles back then.
Some goddamn fucking saber tooth.
Some big ass motherfuckers. So yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, bro. But I guess we'll fucking find out, bro.
We'll find out when they come invade us and fuck us all up.
Yeah, dude. What if they come up and they're like, dude, they play fucking soccer too up here? You know what I mean? Like they're just
like
Mexican.
They're chill. We're just all
they're fucking
accent.
Mexican.
Hey, Holmes, orale.
Oh fuck, hey, you guys are wetbacks too, huh? Yeah, we're wet because of the water, Holmes.
They're just chill.
Dude, I know. They're just chill like that.
They're just chill.
Bro, imagine they had like a podcast, like aliens have podcasts underneath the water.
Bro, did you hear about the surface? Like,
dude, did you hear there's people living up there? What the fuck? Last time I was up there, fool, there was a fucking meteor, fool.
Dude, I was like, fuck that. I'm never gonna go up there again. All those motherfuckers living up there. Like, are you stupid, fool?
My abuelita used to tell me that humans would come down and get me, fool. I didn't believe it.
Bro, I had this one chica. She was a trout, fool. And then they fucking hooked her up and ate her, fool.
Oh, fool, did you hear about the little tube submarine that came down here and then we had to shoot it down and people exploded?
That shit blew up, fool. And now they fucking think we're like the Little Mermaid and shit. When first thing we had red hair and now we're black, fool. Like these motherfuckers can't make up their own mind.
I know, fool. They think they think we made the pyramid too. They just have a fucking podcast.
They're like, hey, no, my uncle built this shit.
Like, oh fuck, they call us aliens still here too, fool. Fuck. Imagine the aliens are racist as fuck to each other.
Can you imagine?
Dude,
there's like different races.
For real, dude.
They're actually so racist. That's actually funny.
That'd be crazy. What if they have the same problems as us, dude? That'd be crazy.
They do. Like their economy shit right now too.
They like have content creators. Are like, dude, that'd be crazy.
My
bro.
fucking Instagram video is not doing good right now, fool.
Fuck, it only has 70 fish likes. This is crazy. Bro, you have any crazy fan interactions or anything?
It's a crazy transition, but I do have one. I have one. It was funny. So I went to this, basically I was doing a video to promote this, I forgot the name, but it was like a jumper company, right?
Yeah.
They basically rent out jumpers to, oh goddamn,
minors.
Well, basically, but no, they rented out jumpers and stuff like that. They had like some cool bounce houses, some like cool games. Like this guy was cool. Like he just told me everything about it. Like he had a popcorn machine too. Basically, like, he would just rent out like a bunch of party equipment, whatever. Yeah. Right? So we were going back and forth trying to like figure out like, okay, like how could I show everything that you kind of have?
Yeah.
So the timing was great because he went to this middle school, forgot what middle school it was. And he basically, they had like a fun Friday or whatever where they set up like all of the blow ups that he had, all the jungle gyms, all the trampolines, all like, he even had like this like blow up axe throwing stuff, like soccer. It was super cool. Like he owns all of it and he rents it all out. Super cool. So anyway, I was like, he's like, yeah, you mind like coming down? You can film a video. I was like, okay, cool. I got you. So then, all right, I go there and meet him and stuff like that. So I'm full Spidey'd out. I'm around kids. Of course, all these kids want to take a picture with me and stuff like that. Being respectful. These are kids. I'm like, oh, cool. So I'm interacting, having fun with them, freaking racing them across the like trampoline, like obstacle courses and all that. And this one kid, he was so nervous for some reason. Like he was anxious. I don't know why. Yeah. And I was just like getting such a weird vibe from like this 12, 13-year-old. And I was like, okay, all right, whatever. So then he's like, hey, Spidey, like, can I get a picture with you? I was like, yeah. My girlfriend was there too. Shout out to her. And like, he like hands her phone, like, yeah, I get a picture with you. And he's like, kind of like just fidgeting with himself. And I'm like, do I keep talking to you, kid? Or do I just walk away? Like, he was just weird. And he goes, well, he's like, oh, that chain looks cool, man. Like, he's like looking at it. And I was getting the vibe like this motherfucker was about to grab my chain and run, but whatever. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just like, yeah, it's my chain. I'm like grabbing it hard, like make sure you don't steal it from me. And he goes, oh yeah, that's cool. He goes, so do you shoot webs out of here? Or do you go like this? And he just shows me a whole jerk off motion. And I'm like, what the? I look at him like you can see my mask extend with my jaw on the floor. And he goes, okay, bye. And I look at my girl. She's like, what just happened? And I'm like, this kid just asked me if I shoot webs out of my crotch. And I was like,
You're like,
yeah,
yeah.
but I'm not going to tell you. But no, it was like crazy. Like, this is a little kid. And then after that, like, he's like following me around and stuff like that. He's like, hey, Spidey, what's your Instagram? I was like, yeah, I'll give it to you, but I can't follow you back, kid, because I don't want to get canceled. But anyway, and then he's like, yeah. And I'm like, hey, I look at him like, you behave, be good. And like, I think a teacher was there. She kind of just laughed because she knew who he was, I think.
This is
like,
probably badass kid.
She's like, yeah, that's one of my students. He's
Like, that's
fucking
Darius. He's always fucking acting up. Little Darius.
Yeah, but he was like some little freaking white kid with a blonde bowl cut, and I was like, "Oh, you're trouble in this black hoodie."
Oh, damn.
I was like, "Oh yeah, you're in trouble."
Nah, his name was Connor then. Connor, you better fucking behave.
You soon, never mind. You soon
Fucking Connor.
But yeah, but then he was like, "Cool." I was like, "All right, behave, whatever." But yeah, that was like one of the craziest experiences I ever had. Like, and it was the most sexually perverted comment I've ever gotten from a child.
Damn.
Yeah. What about you?
I haven't had too crazy of experiences like that. Fuck. I want to say the like craziest one was I was at Ontario Improv, and it was our first roast battle show that we were gonna do there.
Nice.
And someone like randomly came, and it wasn't on, like, they didn't see me at like an open mic. They saw me do a show at the Ice House one time,
Nice.
and he was just like, he's like, oh, you're Davey, right? And I was like, and I'm like locked into the show, but I'm like trying to be nice. So I was like, yeah, what's good, bro? He's like, are you on the show too? Or like, are you on the show? And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be roasting like someone or whatever.
Okay.
And he's like, dude, I saw you at the Ice House, whatever. Like, that was so fucking cool, like, you know? And I was like, yeah, bro, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. He's like, I gotta take a piss. Can you come with me? And I'm like, no, I'm good, bro. Like, I don't gotta piss right now. And he's like, all right, man. Like, I'll come out and I'll say what's up to you before I go to my chair. And I was like, all right, for sure, bro. And Hassan was like, yo, that was fucking cool, you know? Yeah. He's like, yo, he fucking knew you, you know? And I was like, yeah, but you know, you want to know me in a different way. No.
Yeah, he offered to go take a piss. He was like,
yeah.
You would imagine if you would have walked in with them. You'd be like, yeah, man, we'll take a piss. Hey, would you mind holding it, by the way?
And I was like, yeah, I got you.
Like, huge fan.
I was like, literally, you're huge, dude. Yeah, that'd be
crazy.
fucking crazy. Damn. I think, all right, we're at an hour right now. We could start doing our little shout outs.
All right.
You got anybody you want to shout out?
Shout out my girl. Shout out my MJ. Just kidding. Shout out Sid. You know, since we talked about relationships, you know, it's cool to have a partner, you know, just in general, just, you know, get a partner, you know, that sees eye to eye on your views.
Yeah.
You know, and especially, you know, when you have a big goal, you know, it's always good to present it to them and, hey, you down with this or not? Then you go forward. But yeah, shout out to her, you know, shout out to everybody in the high desert. And I got merch too. Shout out to some of my merch, millions.co/Frankie Lear Crew. Get you some merch.
Oh, yeah.
I'll even announce it now. I'm actually launching some MMA gloves.
No way.
MMA gloves, yeah. So
That's
hopefully,
crazy.
Hopefully I can get some for my next fight. Ooh, if I fight. Ooh, we'll keep that up there. But yeah, so shout out to them, and yeah, shout out to all my socials, and shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for watching and supporting and liking. You guys are the best. This is why we do it. And yeah, what about you?
All right, first off, shout out my girl.
Yep.
Shout out everyone that's always watching and commenting. Shout out fucking Trill, dude. Shout out Seth. Shout out Mikey. Shout out the PLP boys. I'm wearing the shirt right here. I'm wearing your guys' merch because I fucking love y'all.
Hell yeah.
Dude, shout out fucking TSA for finding Hassan.
Yep.
And just
keep his ass locked up there.
Putting him, you know, out of danger from everyone else.
Yep.
Dude, fucking shout out Chingona Tacos. That's our sponsor.
Hell yeah. They got some good ass tacos too. Hit them up, by the way.
Actually.
They treat me and my girl so nice. My girl a little nicer, but you know what? That's cool. But yeah, they're super cool people, super cool chicks over there. Go hit them up. Yeah.
Shout out to everyone that's donating to the Feed the Homeless event. Dude, shout out Ontario Improv for having us back. I mean, shout out you guys, dude. I know you guys like my individual shit, but like our fucking our content, you know. It'll let us do a lot more. It'll give us more opportunities. So if you fuck with me, fuck with everyone else. We're just trying to do good for ourselves and for our community. You know what I mean? This wouldn't be possible without you guys. You guys literally fucking power whatever we're doing, you know? So
hell yeah.
And happy Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah. Happy Thanksgiving. And back to our little event going on after Thanksgiving, you know, show up, help support. It's for the community, so why not be a part of it? But yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
Yep. And then Shadow Red Eye Studio, I'm actually gonna go there tomorrow.
Oh yeah, you are.
Yeah. I'm gonna record some stuff.
Can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, that content should be out right now. So go check out my Instagram. Other than that, I'm Davey the Don.
Victorville Spider-Man or Mr. Leo Creel right now, or Pedro Parker, who knows?
And we are
Habibi. Take care, guys.